and welcome back. Welcome back to Smash TV, and Dead Zergling is correct. We beat Dracula X, we saw the credits. We've got to spin the Wheel of Scorching. So before we dive into this one, let's do that. I've got 10 hot sauces off to the side. I've got a wheel numbered 0 through 9. 0 is 10, though. And depending on what I land on, I'll sample one of these sauces here. Number 3. Number 3 is new. I haven't opened this bottle yet. It is. The music's very appropriate for the wheel. It is. All right, so I think this will be good. This is cayenne chipotle sauce. All of the sauces are these cute little mini bottles. They're from a set called the Good Hurt Fuego. I've had these on the stream a lot. They're pretty good. They're not the fanciest sauces, but there's a lot of variety and there's a wide range of heat. Most of them are very tolerable, but there's 3 or 4 bottles in the set that are very challenging. Oh, cayenne chipotle sounds very tasty. Yeah, I'm expecting something with a little heat, but probably like kind of a smokiness to it. I think it'll be more flavor than punishment. Delivery method is a plain wheat cracker, and I just fill it up, preferably without spilling. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That, I don't know that there's, I don't know that there's a lot of, chipotle-ness to it. I guess it does have less of a sort of bright flavor than, just a plain cayenne sauce has. It's about as hot. I made some spaghetti sauce yesterday. I made like 4 gallons of spaghetti sauce, and that's a bit of an exaggeration. Probably closer to 3 gallons. And it's about as spicy as my spaghetti sauce. Which normally would be a lot spicier, but I tried not to go bananas with it. For jelly's sake. Did it 4 gallons of spaghetti sauce? That must be a Yeti's worth of spaghetti. I should check how many gallons my giant pot is. I don't remember. It's 3 or 4 gallons. And I just make as much as that. I just make as much as my giant pot holds. I got my recipe like worked out to pretty much fill it like exactly to the brim. Yeah. I do. I always fill up my crackers over a. I always have a folded paper towel under where I fill the crackers up in case I spill them. But yeah, that sauce is okay. There's not really much to say about it. It's just okay. It's very middle of the road, and it's pretty much all of its characteristics. Why is the game not starting? Now this is a game I've only ever played this on normal. It's become sort of the stream tradition to play everything we play on hard. But I mean, I can't even make progress on normal in this game, so there's no sense in turning it up. If I ever beat it on normal, we'll try hard, but I don't know. I'm not hopeful. This game's really, really tough. I think this game will be the game that I play the longest without beating. I've definitely put more time into some things like Jump King, and we might be getting close with Battletoads. I might be getting close to the amount of time spent with Battletoads in this, but I don't know. I haven't totaled. I have to check the playlist and total it up. I haven't done that. I just don't seem. I don't seem to ever get any better at this game. Regardless of how much time I put in, my skill level stays pretty much exactly the same. I don't even know what, like, I don't even have any ideas of, like, what I could possibly do to play better. Oh, I want those Beyblades. I want that spread shot too, but it's on top of a mine. thought there was no way I was going to reach that. Ah. Okay, I didn't actually pay attention to the map at the beginning, so I wasn't sure. I didn't remember where the bonus room was. All these prizes, they're really great for like spawning over top of mines and luring me to my death. We got a dude. Oh, another dude. Another dude. I got 9 dudes. I don't know what the most extra lives I've ever had at once is for sure, but this is probably pretty close to it. I really wish that the game would give you 1-ups in exchange for your points every now and then. But the only way to get 1-ups is for them to spawn. Oh, rip the Deathless Run. The only way to get 1-ups is for them to spawn in randomly. I wish that we could get them as a reward for doing well. Especially because I'm naturally inclined to run over and collect the, like, you know, like the bars of gold and the presents and stuff like that. And when they're just for score, there's no, like, score rewards. It's a real shame. It's a real shame, because I'll run to my death to pick up a point collectible. I lost that robot buddy real quick. Okay, this room did not go well for me. I lost way too many lives. Boss time. I actually think I have made it to this boss deathless. On a few occasions. But it's all like it's just luck. It's just the luck of the draw, like have to be fortunate enough to get good items and not get walked on by the enemies. Oh, the peanut. Peanut it is. Uh-oh. Greg, welcome in. Good news, Greg. We got the true ending in Dracula X, and I got it in 1 credit, so I'm done with Dracula X. As much as I do really like that game, I'll definitely play it again sometime, just for fun. I'm glad to have finished it with a solid victory that I can call it mastered and be happy with it for now. Thank you for the GG. So I figured since we had a lot of extra time tonight, since I finished that game real quick, we would play some Smash TV. I haven't played this in a long time. It's going about as well as it ever does, which is to say not very well. Yeah, that key is just a joke. There's no way I'm collecting that. So are we playing Tears of the Kingdom? Exploring and getting Koroks? Good luck. It's fun to find Koroks. I love finding them and solving their little puzzles and everything, but there's just way too many to ever even dream of 100%. Another key I'm probably not gonna grab. No, I thought there was enough space to squeeze behind him. That's frustrating. Look how long I've been fighting this boss for. It's been like 40 minutes. There's one boss fight. Taking note of all the subtle differences between the world maps. Are there 900 Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom, or are there more? There's 900 in Breath of the Wild. Is it also 900 in Tears of the Kingdom? I don't even know. Not actually sure. Yeah, he does. That boss reminds me a lot of Krang. I think of him every time, pretty much. Not a great stage 1. Better than I usually do, but not great. We're starting our Winnie the Pooh games this week. We're going to play that on Wednesday. We're going to do Swagman tomorrow, Winnie the Pooh on Wednesday, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness on Thursday, and I'm not sure about Friday. I want to try to stream every day this week. Fingers crossed. If there's no terrible weather or emergencies with Baby Man or anything. Oh, Baby Man has started to crawl now. I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought he was going to walk before he crawled. But he actually is starting to crawl. He can't get very far, but he can crawl. He can crawl about a meter or so at a time. So now I have to be like... Now I have to be like super extra cautious. It was already to where, like, you know, he could move around the floor a lot, but, like, not very purposely. Now, like, if he sees something, he can actually, like, with purpose, move over to the thing that he wants to mess with, which most of the time is something he shouldn't be messing with. So, we gotta... I mean, our living room is not particularly baby hazardous, but... could always be better. But that's pretty exciting. That's pretty fun. Spent a lot of time this afternoon stacking up towers of blocks and then waiting for him to crawl across the room and knock him over. And I go build it on the other side of the room. And I mean, by the other side of the room, I mean, like, you know, a few feet away in the other direction. No one would actually define the distance as the other side of the room, but, you know. I build a stack. I build a block tower on one side of him, and then I go build it on the other side. Wait for him to crawl over and knock it over. It's a lot of fun. Good way to spend the afternoon. It's a little disappointing because you're expecting Baby Man to walk before crawling in true Frownie fashion. That's what we thought. That's what we thought. Because he could get up in the crawling position. He's been able to get up into the crawling position for a long time, but he just would never move because it looks like he's trying to, and he still does the same thing where he gets into this position like where he looks like he's gonna crawl, but then he stands up into like a downward facing dog like yoga pose. And I think when he does that, he's trying to stand upright, but he doesn't understand how. And he's not strong enough to do it the way he's trying, so... So I thought he was just going to do that until he figured out how to stand and walk. But he proved me wrong. He proved me wrong. He started crawling like 2 days ago. 2 days ago? A day before yesterday, I think. I lost another life. I think I gained a life, but I lost a life, so... Not great. Bingo! Ho, 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 ho. Every time he says bingo, I hear that in my head. I hear Luigi in Mario Kart 64 saying, bingo, ho 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 ho. And it doesn't sound anything like that, it's just because it's the word bingo. It's the only thing that is similar. But I hear that sound clip in my mind every time I hear the word bingo in this game. Spawning an extra life on top of a mine is nefarious. You don't get as broken as Frownie is toward things genetically. It's learned behavior. Never heard of anyone walking before learning to crawl? Oh yeah, I mean it's not common, but I don't think it's super rare. I've heard from at least a handful of people that they know of someone who walked before they crawled. Oh no. Got Mega Man 11 on sale? Right on. I haven't actually played that one yet. There's a lot of Mega Mans I haven't played. I want to make the time to go through them all eventually. I think we've done 5 of them. No, 6. We've done 6 of them on the stream so far. No, 5. I've done 1, 4, 5, 6, and X on the stream. I think. And we've done 1 a few times, because I've done a few challenges with 1. Mega Man 1 is my favorite Mega Man game so far. But yeah, I really want to make time to play all of the mainline series and all of the X series at least. I don't care about playing any of the RPGs. I'm doing terrible in this room. This room is ripping me to pieces. And I've got the Mega Man Legends games. I really want to play those too. I think they might eat up a lot of time though. Zergling says I could totally see a baby rolling around and using couches to walk before crawling. I think that's the gist of it. It's hard to look at the, it's hard to read while playing. It's even more difficult than the previous game. Ah, please don't. My major hurdle with this game is the boss of this stage. Like, I can usually make it all the way up to Scarface, I think he's called. Oh my goodness, do you see the way this missile works on these snakes? Whoa, one up! I didn't think I was gonna get that. That's the best item in the game. I'd trade every weapon for just one-up spawns. And then I'd never be able to make it past Scarface because... or Mutoid Man, because you can't attack either of them with your regular gun. Oh my goodness. How did I survive walking through that crowd? Oh no, I died. Quick, respawn and get the one up. Respawn and get the one up. No! I was so close. Look at how long these rooms go on for. They just spawn 100,000 enemies. This game has got to have the highest number of enemies of any game, right? You can get them all on the Switch, all the Mega Man games. Yeah, I mean, I have most of them physically. I think I've got 9 and 10 on the Wii. Which might not be the best place for playing them, but it's going to be a while before I'm up to those. I think I have the whole series physically. Some of them I have the Famicom version, the Super Famicom versions though. Like some of the Mega Man X games, like the US versions, are wildly expensive. So I've only ever bought the Super Famicom versions. I actually didn't buy them on the Famicom, like intentionally, like to save money. I just ended up getting them there first. and never replaced them with the US ones because they were pricey. Because I bought them when we were living in Korea. Oh my goodness. They Are Billions has a lot of enemies. I've never heard of that game, but... fair enough, right? It does what it says on the box. Oh my goodness. Rip the 1 credit run. There's a lot more going on than I can handle here.
Contestant 1.
It's a zombie apocalypse game. Oh, hey, boss time. So, I have no idea how to handle this boss at all. All he does is just repeatedly steamroll me until I'm 100% out of lives, pretty much. I've fought him several, like, dozens of times, and I've never become any degree closer to figuring out what the trick of handling this guy is supposed to be. I'm pretty sure I want to destroy his outer ring completely. Come on, I couldn't thread the needle there. It's unfair. And I know I've got to use the peanut to attack his face. Come on, have some spread to your attack. I need somewhere to walk. I just can't get him to stay off of... I just can't get him to stay off of me. He just constantly stands wherever I am. moves in my direction. He won't ever move away from me. It's the worst. It's the worst. No way. How did that miss me? Oh, I'm not upset that it did. I just don't think I'll ever be able to repeat it.
Seconds. Contestant 1.
Oh my goodness. That is maybe the best I've ever done at that boss. It's always fun listening to how high-pitched that noise is going to be when your points are stacking up. I'm always losing that robot buddy in just record time. That was a waste of a stage clear. Screen clear. I'm gonna go down? They put a mine in front of the door. How rude. was thinking, this room doesn't have to be that difficult. Maybe I'll have a decent time in here. One up, let's go. Come on, I just need 12 more of those. Shogun Gaming, welcome in. Hope you're doing well tonight. Welcome to Smash TV on Super NES.
Big money, big prizes. I love it.
I've been playing this game off and on for a very long time. It's kind of a filler game. If I finish whatever I plan to do for the night early and I have extra time on the stream, then I throw this game on. So I've worked on it like, I don't know, probably like 11 or 12 nights over the course of the last couple years. I'm not very good at it. My PB is about halfway through stage 3, which we're on now. So I'm on track to tie or maybe pass my PB if I don't do too badly in the next couple rooms. I'm on one of my better runs currently. I like this game a lot, but it's just so hard. As much as I really like this game, it's one of those that like it's hard to imagine ever actually beating it. Of course, I felt that way about Zombies Ate My Neighbors for years. I thought that was a game I would never beat, and I've beaten it a couple times now, so it could always turn around. I wonder if I'll beat this or Adventure Island first. This is a good question. I've been working on this one a lot longer. EpiPen, welcome in. Good to see you. This is so much cooler than Jump King. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I really love a lot of stuff about this game. I love its style and just general attitude. I mean, it's got quotes from RoboCop in it. What's not to love, right? I love this style of game. I love a twin stick shooter. I've played so few of them, but it's a style of game I really like. Big money, big prizes. I love it. Oh no, I think that was the one up, but it was on the other side. I didn't see it until it was way too late. Even if I had seen it earlier, though, I don't know that I would have been able to get to it. One of the things I know I do wrong in this game, so I do know one of my strategies is very wrong. I have a tendency to treat every weapon the same, whereas like I always kind of walk in the same movement patterns, regardless of what weapon I'm using. And I know that when you use the rockets, you really want to just kind of move. You want to kind of move in a way that maximizes straight lines through the enemies when you have the rocket. I don't know that I have the vocabulary to describe exactly what I mean. But, like, whereas, like, with the spread gun, you kind of want to chip away vertically at the enemies. With the rockets, you want to chip away horizontally at the enemies because the rocket will sweep through everything behind what it hits. And like I'm aware that you want to do that, but I don't have the presence of mind and skill to do it consistently. Sorry, I'll catch up with the chat between rooms. I don't really like pausing mid-battle. But, when the room clears out, I'll pause for a moment to get caught up. There we go. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. At some point you'll get better at Scarface, and then you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I hope you're right, Zergling, but I just don't know. I like this game so much I made a StarCraft 2 version of it. Got featured by Blizzard for a time even. Right on. I feel like this you should play Geometry Wars. Used to be $5, definitely less now. Won't say it's identical. Added some new weapons. The bosses are different, but it's still Smash TV. That's very cool. Death TV StarCraft 2 on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. They maybe changed the name from Total Carnage because apparently it was the name of the sequel, which I didn't know at the time. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have Total Carnage as well. I've never played it because it's like locked behind this game. I've got it waiting for me though. For good or ill. Oh no, I picked that up way too early. I just know if I ever do get to the end of this game, the princess is going to tell me, like, congratulations, Frownie, you made it to the end, but you didn't collect enough keys, so better luck on loop 2. come on. There was an invincibility on the screen when I died. My favorite twin-stick shooter that is not Smash TV, and I actually don't know which one I like better because I haven't played this other one in a long time, but my other favorite one is I made a game with zombies in it. Specifically the Xbox 360 version. I think the game has been released on Steam. I haven't looked into it, but I don't know if it's true, but I thought I heard that the music is different in the Steam version, and the music is a huge part of that game, so if they changed it, big thumbs down. If they didn't, then massive thumbs up, because that game is fantastic. It's a pretty short twin-stick shooter. It's decently challenging, and it's a lot of fun. And it has the most amazing soundtrack. The soundtrack is worth the price of admission. Which should be only $1. If you pay more than $1 for it, then you're being scammed. But it's the best dollar you can spend on a video game. Oh, no! No! That was... those rockets were directly on top of a mine. I couldn't see it at all. I mean, I could... I'm falling apart. I probably could have if I looked a little closer, but... Come on, game. Is this room smaller than normal? This room feels small. I think it's just the types of enemies that they're throwing at me. I actually think it's a regular-sized room. These enemies are just doing too good at closing the space between us. Oh, please. I need that. I'm on my last life. Ah, where those red dots come from? Oh, nice. Free Beyblades. I didn't even have to... I didn't have to pick them up. They just spawned underneath me. Oh my goodness. Can this room please end? Preferably not like that. No! Is this it? Oh my goodness, way too many enemies. I always like how the SNES simulated the dual analog. Yeah, I mean, it's It's not as good as having 2 sticks, but I mean, it's about as good as you can get. Making an enemy like the red dots for this was pretty fun. A friend described my creation as adequately Terminator dystopian future-like. Use the buffalo gun. I don't know what's the buffalo gun. Like, I don't have a choice about what weapon I use, game. Oh no, what a way to go.
10 seconds.
I have another credit? Let's go!
Contestant 1.
I don't think I've ever made it to stage 3 with another credit before. This is my best run. I don't know what the furthest room I've made it to is, though. It's been a long time since we played this. I'd have to look at the VOD from last time to see how far I got. Because I think I hit a new PB the last time we played it. I think I declared that I hit a new PB last time we played it without actually verifying. Which I might just do tonight, too. It's easy to make progress in games when you just say you did. Without checking. Come on. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it out of this room. Oh, why did they have to spawn them right next to the spread gun? Of all the doors they could come in through, why'd they have to come in through that one? No, stop coming in through the door I'm standing next to! Oh, the mine. Well, I bled away an entire credit's worth of lives in this one room. I don't know that I could possibly play worse, even if I were trying. It just will not let me get through here. It is determined to keep me locked in here until I run out of resources, no matter what. There is no limit to this room. You know, I don't watch playthroughs of games I haven't beaten, but I would bet every dollar I've ever seen that it is impossible to find a playthrough of this game recorded where this room lasts as long for anyone else on the planet as it has for me. The game has to be glitched. There's no way this room could last this long. I've been in here forever. This is impossible. There is no way to get through this room. There is no way to get through that room. I refuse to believe anyone ever has. What? Look at this. I have the highest score in the world, and I still didn't make it through that room. Oh. That's immensely frustrating. The arcade version of this game got sued for being literally impossible. I mean, I believe it. I believe it. That room is. I found the end of the game. It just ends in a match of Tetris. A room that's unbeatable. Oh. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I don't want to do another round. Yeah. There's 50,000 more enemies. Oh. It's so frustrating. I don't want to play it again after that.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Oh no. Don't let me die this early into the game, please. I can't play this game without thinking about the Running Man, of course. And I can't think about the Running Man without thinking about Richard Dawson and all those like compilations you can find on like YouTube of like clips of bogus Family Feud answers. Which are great, not only for the ridiculous answers people give, but how Richard frequently can't help but then roast the contestants. You just did a watch of The Running Man? I have, I've seen it a few times, but it's been several years at this point since the last time I watched it. I feel like my memory of it is I think this game is better than the movie. But it's maybe not a fair comparison because this game's really hard to top. Oh. Even when I'm sick of it, I still have to love it. I can't believe how badly it treated me in that one room, though. It spawned a screen clear, and it didn't spawn any enemies until the screen clear was blinking out of existence already. Oh, I gotta get over there to that one up. Dude. I backed away from that invincibility when it spawned. It scared me. And I backed away from it like a fool. I don't know what I thought it was, but I was just like, nope, that's a hazard. My survival instincts are working in reverse. I'm not getting very many 1-ups in this room this time. Did I get like 3 1-ups in here last time? I got 1 this time. Horrific RNG. Time for a reset. Chozo, welcome in. We finished Dracula X, Chozo. I got the true ending. I got it in 1 credit too, just barely. I think I was on my very last life. I died at Dracula so many times. And I died at the new boss so many times. Oh, and I died here too. No, why? I disagree. I picked up the rocket. I should have been... Well, this is miserable. What is wrong with me? Why can't I turn this around? Thank you for the GG. I had a really good run. I had a really good run at this. This is run number 2. Run number 1 was fantastic. I think I got maybe further than I've ever been. I was saying it's hard to tell when I hit a new PB because I play this so rarely that I can't actually remember how, because everything looks the same, right? I got further than I ever have been with more lives than I've ever had, at least. So it was an improvement in that. Like, even if I didn't make it to a further room, I had more lives later into the game than I've ever had before. So it was... I'd buy that for $1. It was definitely an improvement by some metric. Oh no. That was dumb. It was my fault. No. I didn't get that peanut? Bogus. Well, I'm gonna need an unbelievable stage 2 to make up for this. Like, I'm basically gonna need the game to, like, glitch and fail to spawn the boss. And just give me a free clear of stage 2 is pretty much the only way I do better now. Oh boy, it spawned a speed boost, so I can not attack the boss even more quickly. Your regular laser doesn't do any damage. That was weird. I guess I blew his arm up, but it took a real long time for it to actually leave his body. hate the peanut. Quick, get out of my way, he's coming! Can the game spawn extra lives in this room? Because we're not on a time limit. If the game spawns extra lives in this room, you could just hang out in here and collect, like, basically infinite lives. But I don't think it probably does. But, like, in this phase, like, there's really not a whole lot he can do to attack me. So, like, I wish it gave me lives. I would love to just hang out here and farm lives. I would 100% stay in this room and farm like 100 lives if it were possible. I don't care if it took like 12 hours. I would absolutely go for it. I don't think it can put lives in here, though. I'm watching, though. You better believe I'm watching. Alright, that was a pathetic stage 1. That was really, really bad. Uh-oh. Baby man is awake. I'm watching this here. I'm hoping that he's gonna fall back asleep. But we may be interrupted here. I don't know why he's been waking up. I don't know why he's been waking up at midnight here lately. He did this last week too. And it hasn't been happening. I wonder if it's just because it's warmer in the house that he's less comfortable at night now because it's a little warmer. Because I can certainly relate. The master bedroom in our house doesn't, like, the aircon and heat don't circulate very well through the master bedroom. So it's always much more, I mean, that's not where he's sleeping, but it's always much closer to the outside temperature in that room than it is anywhere else in the house. So I have a hard time sleeping sometimes when the temperature is particularly extreme, well, particularly when it's too warm, because it's hard to cool that room down. When it's cold, I can throw on an extra blanket, but when it's hot, there's not much I can do. There's only so many layers I can remove. Alright, I think that he's going to need some assistance. I'm not ending the stream, I'm just going to take a BRB, but it will be a little bit of a longer one. I think I've got to heat up a bottle of milk and deliver that to Baby Man, so that'll take a little while. I'll play a little video for you while I'm gone. And try to be back with you as quickly as I can, but we'll probably be looking at, like, I don't know, 12 minutes, maybe a little longer. But I at least want to come back and try and finish up this run. I mean, we've got about another half an hour to an hour left yet, so at least. So thank you for being here so far tonight. Sorry for the interruption. I'll be back with you as quickly as I can. Sorry to interrupt that fantastic highlights clip, but we're back. Jelly woke up and took over, so Baby Man is now well taken care of, and we can play a little bit more tonight. We play a little bit further. Gonna at least finish up this run. Maybe do one more after it, but don't hold your breath. We'll see. We'll see how quickly this one fizzles out and how late it gets. Welcome back. Thank you, Chozo. And good afternoon, Board Jams.
Big money, big prizes. I love it.
I get a lot of extra lives like that, and then, oh, there was an extra life hidden in the pile of presents. That's the best present of all. Be around for tomorrow's stream, most likely. You will be? Good to hear. Tomorrow is, what, Swagman. I wonder if I'm going to spend half the night soft-locked when we play Swagman again tomorrow. That game treated me so poorly last week. I was so close. I was so close to giving up that game forever. If I had actually been soft locked in that one room where we were stuck for hours, if that had actually been a soft lock, I would not have had it in me to restart that game for a long time. I would have been mad at that game for a while. I'm still kind of mad at it because now I know, even though that wasn't a soft lock, I now know it's possible. It's absolutely possible to be soft locked in that game. In just regular, like, puzzle scenarios. If you separate your characters in the wrong way, you can't recombine and you can't make progress. That's horrific that they would do that. That they would allow that to be the case. I thought I was dead. This room here always lasts a really long time. I'm trapped. Almost. I almost made it through there. I thought losing that second life. Third life? I don't know how many times I died in there. A lot. No! I feel like I was really close to being toast there. I lost my robot buddy already. This game is bogus. Oh, Donkey Kong Country 3. Yes, Donkey Kong Country 3. Yeah. If that works on the flash card, that'll be a lot easier than changing the battery. I don't know when exactly, but probably this year. I've already got this month and next month. Tell you what, though, if I beat all the Winnie the Pooh games really quickly, like if we beat all of them in just like 3 or 4 nights, that'll open up a lot of time that might be possible. I don't know how long they're gonna be, because like a lot of them are like Game Boy games, and I think those are gonna be real quick. But then some of them are GameCube games, and those I think will be like 2 or 3 nights for each of them. And I'm basing that on nothing, because I haven't played or seen any of them. I'm just thinking, they'll probably be about the same level of complexity as like that Hello Kitty game that took 2 nights. But, you know, who knows? Hey, Derek, welcome in. Welcome to Smash TV. We finished up Dracula X, so I thought I'd use the extra time to make a couple runs at this game. I had one really good run, and now this one is pretty bad. I'm about to use my second continue. And I haven't even made it to the stage 2 boss.
Contestant 1.
Rip. Why? Double Y. Could be playing the Genesis version. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the Genesis version. If I had 2 of those... If I had 2 of the... I don't know what it's called. The Genesis version of the NES Advantage. I don't know what that, I don't know what they call their joystick controller. If I had two of that joystick controller, then in the Genesis version might be fun. But with two regular controllers, it's not. I don't like the D-pad on the Genesis. I don't like that disc D-pad on the Genesis. It just feels awkward to me. Like, I can definitely play and enjoy Genesis games, but and there are Genesis games, like, I like Contra Hardcore better than Contra 3. I like Castlevania Bloodlines better than Castlevania 4. I like Bloodlines better than Dracula X, too. Like, there are definitely Genesis games that I love, but I don't like that D-pad very much. The Genesis that disc D-pad is just not for me. You would think it'd be better, too, for emulating the twin sticks. Because it's round, you would think it would be better, but I just don't like it. Oh, yeah. No, I know. The D-pad was patented. So everyone who made a D-pad had to design the technology. Basically, had to design the technology of how it worked differently for everyone. That's why the Genesis, the PlayStation, they all work with a slightly different setup underneath. And I don't think anyone did it as well as Nintendo. The PlayStation D-pad's not bad. I just don't think it's as good as, like, the Super Nintendo or NES. Nintendo's so rude. I mean, if I invented something as brilliant as the D-pad, I mean, I would patent it too. You like the Xbox D-pad? I don't know. I haven't used that one very much. Nintendo really blundered the D-pad on the Switch, though. The Pro Controller D-pad, I don't like that at all. What's really weird is the Switch. The Switch doesn't even have a D-pad. Unless you buy a Pro Controller. The Joy-Con doesn't have a D-pad. It has 4 buttons. And 4 buttons is not a D-pad. It's weird. It's really weird for a Nintendo console to have a base controller with no D-pad. Since they had, like, the first and most excellent one. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at the Switch 2. That's sad to hear, though. If the D-pad's bad on the Switch 2, that's sad to hear. Definitely. Oh, there's my last continue. I hate this boss. Seems like I'm quite a bit safer from this guy if I stay at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if that's the trick, but that seemed to be working really well for me. I'm going to test that more next time we play. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely... Yeah, because they need the Joy-Cons to be symmetrical. Yeah, I definitely get why there's no D-pad, but it's still just weird that there isn't one. I heard good things about the Switch too, but I'm waiting to get one. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get it, and I'm on media blackout. I'm not looking up anything about the Switch 2. Don't need to see or hear anything. But I'll definitely pick one up in a couple months when it's when the frenzy for them has died down and they're easier to pick up. There's not much I really want to play on it right now anyway. Oh, but you know what I need to play? You know what I need to put back on the schedule? I might be the only person excited about it. We need to go back to Survival Kids. I need to start playing that again and get the rest of the endings. I like that game a lot. We only got like less than half of the endings. That will go back on the schedule too when I get another chance. No, Survival Kids is fantastic. I love that game. They're making, supposedly, I heard that they're gonna put one on the Switch too as well, but I doubt that it'll be the same type of experience. Because part of why I love Survival Kids so much is that it's really cryptic. It's not like time tunnel levels of cryptic, but it's a lot of, you have to figure out a lot of it through trial and error, and like that's a lot of fun. And I figure if they do a new one that it's going to be too hand-holdy and obvious and easy and boring. So I'm not really excited about the prospect of a new one, because I don't think they could make a game like that anymore, but I'd love to be proven wrong. The thing about Time Tunnel is I love how cryptic Time Tunnel was, but the thing about it is just that Time Tunnel is so cryptic, it was literally broken. I gotta take off. You can look after the puppies. Right on board, Jams. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. There was another dude hidden in the presents. I wonder if there's always one-ups hidden in the piles of presents, and I just never noticed before. I tend not to pick up, like, I try to pick up the presents, but I tend not to pick up too many of them because they're usually on top of mines. But if they're also on top of one-ups, then I've been missing out. Cows, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. We cleared Dracula X. I think I'm done with that game indefinitely now. We got the true ending. I got it in a single credit, so I think I'm ready to retire that one. You know, until I do like a Castlevania marathon or something. So feeling good about that, and I did run one run of this. I had an amazingly good run at this game. The run I'm currently on is pretty mediocre. It's definitely not the worst, but I don't have any continues left, so we're not going to get very far. I may have figured something out about the second boss. I'm not too hopeful, but I have something to try at least on the next run. I think we'll do another run after this because I want to see that boss again. I want to go a little late tonight and pay for it tomorrow. We're streaming Monday. We don't usually do Mondays anymore. Usually we do Sundays instead, but we're streaming Monday tonight because Jelly had a early start to her day. Her library did their big kickoff party for their summer programs today, so I think she said she had 500 people come out for the event. So, you know, huge, overwhelming success, but she'd go early and do a lot of extra work for that, so that changed up our schedule a little bit. And I gave a Baby Man update earlier, but several new people have come in now, so I was just going to share that Baby Man has actually started to crawl now. He can't get very far. He can crawl about a meter at a time. At the most, usually much less, but I've seen him go up to about a meter, so that's very exciting. We had a lot of fun earlier today. I spent a huge portion of the afternoon just building little towers out of blocks and then waiting for him to crawl over and knock them over. That was our little game. I kept going, building a tower of blocks on the opposite side of the floor, and then let him crawl over and topple them. time very well spent. So I imagine that's how a lot of our afternoons are going to go here for the next few days. And our Winnie the Pooh games are going to start on Wednesday. And we're just going to play... I imagine that a lot of them will be pretty short. So there might be some nights where we play several of them back to back. Or if they end up... If any of them end up being longer, then, you know. But I plan to just go through them roughly in release order. There's a bunch of them. I've got a bunch of them on the PlayStation 1... the Game Boy, and the GameCube. There's like 10 different games. Surprised to see you today. That's fun, Kaz says. Oh yeah. So it's been a pretty good day. It's been a pretty good day for us. The only bad thing for me is I'm having plumbing issues again. I gotta run some chemical through our pipes tonight after the stream. If I ever won the Powerball, I would, If I ever win the Powerball, don't ask me for any money, because I'm going to spend 100% of it redoing all the plumbing in my house. Of every pipe, fixture, and valve replaced. 100% new plumbing system. If I ever win the Powerball, you should be very suspicious, because I never buy lottery tickets, so... Isn't that the truth? Plumbing is so expensive. Oh my goodness. I want to be more DIY capable, but like, there's some stuff I think I can learn. Plumbing is one of those things. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a bit late in my life for me to become a competent plumber. It's one of those things too, like carpentry, like if you mess up, like, you know, you can make some big mistakes with your carpentry, but you can live with bad carpentry in a way that you can't really live with bad plumbing. And bad carpentry doesn't necessarily, like, the damage from bad carpentry doesn't necessarily spread the way, like, it can. It definitely can, but it doesn't necessarily spread the way that damage from bad plumbing does. And electric somewhere in between, right? Because bad electric can be inconvenient, or it can burn your house down. Winnie the Pooh games. Oh, bother. That's the spirit. Hey, the only person I didn't beat was myself. Yeah, I've seen most of the original Alien and Predators. Derek, I've seen Alien 1 through 4. And I've seen Predator 1 and 2. I saw one of the Alien vs. Predator movies. I think the second one. I don't remember anything about it. I think one of my buddies, I think we were in high school when that came out. I went and saw it in the theater with my friend. I might have fallen asleep during it. I don't remember anything about it. But Predator 1 and 2 are both really good. Alien and Aliens are fantastic. Alien 3 is better than its reputation, but it's a bad sequel to Aliens. But it's a better movie than its reputation. And Alien Resurrection's pretty bad, but I still kind of like it. Alien Resurrection is a goofy movie. Alien 3 is a good movie, but a bad sequel, Derek says. Yeah. I think I watched Resurrections just kind of okay. I think I watched the Alien movies in reverse order the first time I watched them. I think I started with Resurrection and watched 3 Aliens and then Alien. I think I watched them backward. I definitely watched Resurrection first. I actually read the novelization of Resurrection first. That was my first experience with the Alien franchise. I read the Alien Resurrection novel for a book report in 7th grade. I think it was in 7th grade. It was in middle school for sure. It was not very appropriate. But my teacher didn't know or care. Predator 2 is going to be a bad movie. But I like it a lot. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Predator 2 in a long time, but I remember it being pretty good. I feel like it's got a reputation for not being very good, but I feel like they did some cool stuff in it. A wild first exposure, Cal says. I don't know what possessed me to even want to read it. I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch it again sometime. It's been a long time. I've seen Predator 1 a lot more than I've seen Predator 2, but even that one I haven't seen as much. I liked the Alien franchise more than the Predator franchise. I had one of my friends in high school was the reverse. He really liked the Predator movies, so he got me to watch them, and they're definitely good. I enjoyed them, but I got into Alien first, and like I liked that more. I had no idea Resurrection had a novel. Yeah, I mean, that one does. I know the first one does as well. Because I own both of them at some point. It seems like... I don't know, it seems like it was really, like, super common for movies to get novel adaptations, like, at least all the way up through the 90s. And even now, I feel like sometimes I see a novelization. Sometimes I see a novelization for a more modern, for a more modern movie even floating around, and I'm like, really? I can't think. I know that I've seen one from like the past like 4 or 5 years that had a novelization, and I was just stunned. I can't think of what it is, but I know I've seen a really recent movie with a novelization.
Big money, big prizes. I love it.
Oh, there was no extra life in that pile. Oh, I thought I learned something last time, and it turned out it was a lie. I thought there were supposed to be extra lives regularly in the piles of gifts. It happened twice. I thought I recognized a pattern. I have the novelization to Gremlins. And I want to read that, But I read the first chapter and it immediately starts so bogus that it's gonna be tough to justify spending the time on it. The first chapter of the Gremlins novel starts off with this long explanation about how the Mogwai were genetically engineered on an alien planet like centuries ago, and just this complicated backstory about them being spread through the universe. I was just like, what? It's completely over explaining something that shouldn't be explained at all, and the explanation is so bizarre. I just don't even know how to handle it. I don't know how to process this information. I guess it was like background details from the script. I don't know. It's hard to tell with those. Like what stuff from like a early draft of the script versus stuff the writer's just making up.
I'd buy that for $1.
No! I got fried. No, I wanted that invincibility. Alas. trouble. I'm in big trouble. Stop spawning peanuts. It's the worst weapon. I mean, how many peanuts? How many peanuts does it have to spawn, really? They gave me 3 in a row, and then they just gave me 2 in a row. It's just over and over again. Just peanut, 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 peanut. It won't do anything else. There's an alien cookbook. It reminds me of The Simpsons. How to cook for 40 humans. That's from a Treehouse of Horror, right? I guess it'd have to be. The aliens only show up on those episodes, right? The aliens don't exist in the regular episodes, do they? I was trying to pick up that one up. It got me killed, and I didn't even get the one up. That's heartbreaking. He gave me another one, but it doesn't really take away the sting of the first loss. I was trying so carefully to pick that up without being zapped, and then another one got me. Oh my goodness. There's so many 1-ups, and it's barely letting me get any of them. That's how I define getting 2 out of 3 1-ups. Is barely getting any of them. What's in that cookbook? Yeah, I would be kind of curious. I'm guessing that it's like, well, I don't know. How much is there really to make? I'm gonna say, like, maybe it teaches you how to make a cake that, like, looks like one of their eggs or something, but... I think you run out of worthwhile subject material real quickly. It's not like the Alien isn't like Harry Potter where they talk about food all the time. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw a Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe cookbook once, and I don't know what recipes you would include in that other than Turkish delight. You played Alien 3 on the stream? Sure did. Yeah, we did the Genesis game. I did a deathless run of Alien 3. On hard difficulty, because I'm a cool guy. I like that game a lot. Sark did it for Retro Achievements recently, and had kind of the opposite experience. Unfortunately, he did not get into it the way I did. That one wasn't my fault. I didn't give him that game to play. I think Alien 3 is pretty rad, though. It's got I mean, it's not perfect. It's got a couple things that are like there's levels where you can get blocked out of completing them and you just have to throw a life away. Like, that's really not cool. There's one level where, like, in the late game, you can miss one of the guys you have to rescue and just be stuck forever. I mean, you can't really be stuck forever because the time limit will run out or you'll die or something, but the level becomes unbeatable. And, like, that's not good. Any way you slice it. Look how many extra lives it's given me. I'm at maximum, though. I can't even enjoy them. I'm having the best luck I've ever had, and somehow it's still simultaneously bad luck. But the cool thing about Alien 3, so the thing is, you're not going to enjoy Alien 3 if you think it's a run-and-gun game. It's not. It looks like one. But if you try and play it like a run-and-gun, you're just going to run into enemies and die over and over again. You have to treat it like a survival game. You have to play it very slow. You have to move real cautiously. You have to conserve your ammo. And you have to memorize the levels. You're not going to be able to enjoy it otherwise. It's not an action game, it's a horror game. When I thought of it like that, because I hated it at first too, I thought it was, I tried to be kind to it because it was a viewer redemption, but I really kind of hated it the first night, and then I don't even know why I played it again. It's one of those I tried to look at the positive side and tell myself that I thought it was all right, but like the longer I thought about it, the more I didn't like it. But for some reason I played it again, and when I started thinking about it like a horror game, I started liking it. It could just be that by that point it wore me down. I didn't have any resistance left. But I like it. I think it's a rad game. I don't think I ever want to play it again, though. I got a deathless on the hardest difficulty. What else is there to do? What else is there to do? When I do beat a game deathless, I feel like it should go without saying that it's on the hardest difficulty. Because if you're going to do a challenge run like that, if you're going to do a challenge run through a game, you really should face the highest level of challenge you can. But since there are options, I want to point it out to be clear so I get my proper credit. I went down a rabbit hole. I started watching a bunch of videos on competitive Scrabble. And I don't think I've ever played a game of Scrabble in my life. But I don't know, I just got sucked in. I watched several hours of videos about competitive Scrabble. And I just have to say, the Scrabble dictionary is extremely bogus. The Scrabble dictionary is filled with so many bogus words. And, like, I get the logic of, like, a word that's an acceptable word anywhere in the world or at any time goes into the dictionary. And the idea is for, like, you know, because you want more words. But there are some words in the Scrabble dictionary that are just indefensibly unacceptable. Tonight. Tonight is an acceptable word in Scrabble. T-O-N-I-T-E. Tonight. The definition of tonight is a misspelling of the word tonight. T-O-N-I-G-H-T. The word by definition is a misspelling, and it's somehow a valid word. This is indefensible, because one of the rules of Scrabble is you can't misspell words on the board. If you misspell a word, it can be challenged off and you lose your turn. But then there are words in the dictionary that only exist as misspellings of other words, and that's not the only one. There's others in there too. Scrabble needs some work. Scrabble needs some work. It's also supposed to be a rule that words that are abbreviations and obscenities are not supposed to be acceptable in Scrabble. But there are valid words that are both. And I can't talk about them because I don't like to use that kind of language. But there are valid words in Scrabble. I can think of at least one that is both. Well, it's not an acronym. That is an acronym and an obscenity. It really shouldn't be counted as a word. Go home, Scrabble, you're drunk. Hey, Lord Malachite, welcome in. I prefer Upwards to Scrabble, so I've played a lot of Upwards. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever played a single game of Scrabble. And I'm joking about it a little bit, but Scrabble, people who can play high-level competitive Scrabble, it really is impressive. the kind of things that people can do in high-level competitive Scrabble. The dictionary is ridiculous, but you know, whatever. That's neither here nor there. The dictionary is arbitrary anyway. It just exists to give an objective measure, right? So that, you know, so that people don't argue mid-game about what's a word and what's not. So fine, it doesn't really matter, but it's still ridiculous when you're not playing the game. But I've played a lot of Upwards, and yeah, I like Upwards a lot. Jelly and I used to play that. Jelly and I used to play Upwards in college a lot. And I used to play it with my parents, too. I didn't win a lot of games. Yeah, who spells tonight like that? It's the Tonight Show. Well, that's why it's acceptable. It's because it's informally misspelled like that all the time. So it gets to be one of the words. And there's some other ones like that are where the misspelling of a word is so widespread that it's been accepted into the Scrabble dictionary as an entry. I need to not let this fall apart. I would have been doing really good. Smash TV, SNES version really should have had the 2-stick option, though. Oh yeah, I guess you can't really play with 2 sticks on the Super NES. I mean, I never even thought about that, because I don't even own 1 stick for the Super NES. I have 2, I have 2 on the NES. I have 2 NES Advantages, and I've actually played that one with the 2 Advantage sticks. And that's a fun way. That's a fun way to play. I mean, I don't think with the Genesis and the NES games, I don't think the developers were thinking about letting you use 2 sticks. I think that being able to use 2 sticks on either of those versions is just an accident from being able to use 2 D-pads. I don't think that they thought for a minute about anyone plugging 2 Advantage controllers in. I mean, maybe they did, but I just don't feel like that. I don't feel like that's very likely. Hey, Conqueror Worm, good to see you.
Contestant 1.
Yeah, I got one of the big dictionaries says that figurative is an acceptable definition of the word literal. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, that's the thing, is like, dictionaries, it's just, you know, dictionaries more often are going to be descriptive of a language than prescriptive, right? So they... If enough people use a word wrong long enough, then the wrong meaning becomes the meaning. That's just how it goes. You know, like, but like awful. If you're upset, you know, if you're upset that literal has reversed in meaning, I mean, awful reversed in meaning. We're just further away from that one, so no one cares anymore. My strategy of hang out down in the bottom is bad. I think Scrabble just plays by its own rules. Well, the thing for Scrabble too is that, like, the definitions of the words don't matter. It doesn't matter what a word means in Scrabble. It just matters what counts as a valid spelling. The definitions are completely meaningless. The top Scrabble guy in the world has apparently won the world championship not only in English language Scrabble, but also in Spanish and French Scrabble, and he doesn't speak either of those languages. But he's so good at the game that he just memorized the dictionaries. He just memorized the word lists, so what are valid words. And he's got such an incredible memory and skill for the game that he won the world championships in languages he can't speak. It's pretty wild. Whenever I play Scrabble, anything and everything counts, because I can't spell to save my life. I'm not the best. I'm not the best with spelling. I can recognize when something's misspelled when I'm reading something pretty reliably, but when I'm writing something with my own hand, like, it's easy for me to get ahead of myself and to jumble the letters or something and like blunder a spelling without noticing. And I'm really good at reading what I think I wrote and not what I've actually written when I look at my own writing. I'm really good at seeing it the way I know it's supposed to be rather than the way it is. I'm making my own meanings for the words. I'm thinking you beat the third stage, Frownie. I don't know. I don't know, Malachite. I've made it to the third stage before. I made it here earlier tonight. I actually had what I think is my best run ever. Was the first run of this I did tonight. But as always, I died somewhere here on stage 3. I've never seen the boss. I've never seen the boss of stage 3. If I could just make it to the boss, like, that would be a huge improvement. That would be a lot of wind in my sails. That's been missing for a long time with this game. Hey, thank you for the vote of confidence. The thing is, I'm gonna keep playing it, and so, someday I'll probably beat it. It's just, I don't make progress on it regularly enough, so it's hard for me to make it one of those games that, like, I put on the schedule, every night or every week, just because I don't really get further, and so it's just kind of the same thing again and again and again every time. But I like the game, and I like to play it every now and then. And if I ever have, like, an epiphany to where I suddenly get, like, real smart about how to play different and better, then, like, I'm open to the idea of playing it more regularly to try and beat it. But, I had it on the schedule. I had it on the schedule regularly for a while, and I just wasn't getting anywhere, so I feel like it lives better as a background project. But I'll definitely keep coming back to it until someday, hopefully, I beat it. I really want to play the version I have on the PlayStation 2. because I think it'll be a lot more fun to actually play with the DualShock. But I also think that when I do that, it will ruin this version of the game for me forever. I don't think I'll want to play this one anymore after I've been spoiled by actually having analog sticks. Come on. Oh, yeah, the NES version, too. Yeah, if I stuck with that one, I probably would. I probably would beat that one a little more quickly. It's not true analog, because, you know, it's still just 4-way input, or 8-way input, but the feel of it is more responsive. It's easier to shift your inputs with the sticks than it is with, like, the 4 buttons. Because it's awkward. It's awkward to go, like, when you want to switch from orthogonal to diagonal directions. Like, it's awkward to go from holding down one button to holding 2. And, you know, especially, like, on certain parts of the controller. You know, it's easy if your thumb's already laying across those buttons, but if you're trying to do a diagonal against the direction of your thumb, then it's really awkward in a way that, like, shifting a joystick around is not. Nice, the Beyblades help protect my robot friend. My robot friend is dead. I saw a video on YouTube of a guy who made, like, he made these metal Beyblades, and he spun them with, like, I think the starter out of a lawnmower. It was absolute madness. He made deadly Beyblades. I've been getting a lot of weird stuff in my recommendations. Foreign language Scrabble. Weapons grade children's toys. I'm falling apart. This room is killing me. I'm at the end of my credits and I've lost all my focus, and this room is just ruining me. These rooms go on for too long. These rooms go on for too long. I can beat entire other games in the time it takes to clear one of these rooms. It's so frustrating. You like the Sega Master System D-pad? I've never played with a Master System, so I don't know. I don't like I was talking earlier and I was saying I don't really like the Genesis D-pad very much at all. I don't like those disc D-pads. For whatever reason. I like the NES and the Super NES D-pads. I think the PlayStation one's okay. It's not as good, but it's okay. But and then, you know, I'm gonna be biased because I grew up with the NES and the Super NES, but... I think they're a good shape, I think they're a good size, I like the way that the cross rocks when you do an input, right? When you press left, the right side raises up a little bit, and vice versa, so, you know, that feels good. I don't know why, but that makes a big difference. Like, a D-pad that's like 4 separate buttons is never very good because it can't do that. The PlayStation D-pad looks like 4 separate buttons, but it's not. They're all connected under the surface of the controller, which is just why it's still good. It does the same thing as it does the rocking motion, too. I'm on my last life. My last life of my last credit. And the last straw of my patience. I always confuse the item that is the bombs and the item that's the little robot orb helper buddy. I always think I'm picking up one of those and I get the opposite. I can't tell the two icons apart, or I get them confused for one another every single time. I get another life. Let's have some more of that, please. You know, if the game just gives me 6 more lives, I might have a chance. Hey, I didn't expect to make it out of this room. Alright, let me catch up here with the chat real quick. SNES version looks better and is more challenging, so the victory is sweeter. Yeah. Yeah, stage 3 is brutal. It's one of these stages in here. Oh, one of these stages in here just makes me miserable. It lasts so long. Thank you for the palms, cows. Use an aftermarket controller on the NES and SNES. The Turbo Touch. I loved it. I don't know about that controller. Turbo Touch 360. It's got a disc controller. Or it's got a disc on it. Yeah, I don't know. That one might not be for me. I'd give it a try. It looks different. Looks 8-way. I'd give it a try, but I don't think I would like it, because I don't really like the discs. At least it's, you don't press down on anything, you just move your thumb. That's what it kind of looked like from the picture I saw. Welcome back, Port Jams. Alright, so yeah, if it's just touch. I don't know that I'm gonna rush to order one, offline, but if I come across one in the store, I'll think about it. It's a hard thing to order offline. Oh no. We really are at the end. Unless it spawns an extra life right below my feet. I want those Beyblades, please. That guy almost got me with that bat. I've never seen a swing. Rip. That was close. My first run, I only made it one room further than that. So, I mean, that's close to as good as I've ever done. But that's going to be it for tonight, my friends. That's going to be our stream. I'm going to send us off, and we're going to call it a night. Thank you for being here. We had one victory. We finished up Dracula X. That was the main business. Smash TV is always a fun game, but it is sadly impossible to beat. But who knows? I don't know when we'll play it again. Just sometime when I've got extra time and I'm in the mood for this one. We'll definitely play it in the future. But, I'm going to try and stream every night this week. My life is much more chaotic than I would prefer, so cancellations are always possible, so keep an eye on the Discord. But if I have it my way, we'll be doing early streams tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to do Swagman, Winnie the Pooh, and To Be Determined. Maybe Jekyll and Hyde again on Friday. That's what I'm leaning toward. And Thursday should be a late night stream. We're going to play Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Say a prayer for me that I get our plumbing situation sorted out sooner rather than later. And, yeah, hopefully I'll see you for some of that stuff this week. But let me find us a raid target. Thanks for the great stream as always. A rare Monday one at that. It was a pretty good time tonight. Hopefully everyone else had a good time. I had a lot of fun. This game wears me down a bit. It's a fun game, but it is a brutal game. It is brutal. Always takes me a moment with the raids because I want to pull this target stream up on 2 devices, and then I have to sit through ads. Oh, it was a good time to chill with you, Frownie. Thank you, Lord Malachite. Thank you, cows. Is this going? I think pulling up the other stream broke my computer. My windows are graying out. Well, I don't know if the raid's going to go through, how much time we have left, but thank you one last time for being here, my friends. I hope I will be lucky enough to enjoy your company again very soon. But we are all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.